there's no point going into negotiation if you don't know what you need. So I spend all my, and as a lawyer, because remember, as a lawyer doing this, you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your client. I would go to the client and I said, this is my strategy. In one case, I said, listen, I'm going to do things in this meeting. They're going to be bizarre. Okay. I just need you to play along. I can't tell you what it is. I just need you to play along with me. Just trust me, it's going to work. And why? Because I had done the complete psychological assessment of my opponent. I knew them inside out. And I came up with a strategy to get what I wanted and to give them what they needed. So, and there's no one size fits all, but I find it much easier, as the client's advisor, I'd say, okay, we're going into this meeting. This is what we need to achieve. This is how I'm going to do it. Just watch. It's going to be unorthodox, but just watch. I'm fairly confident that this is going to work. And
How do you?
very often it was about um, taking our weakest negotiating point and camouflaging it. So
How do you?
redirecting them to something else so that uh, it was interesting. There was no, I'm not even going to go into this now. I'll leave it for another time.
Please, no, please. This is the good stuff. I feel like these are the
Oh no,
secret
just
rules you can't get at law school.
the one thing I learned about negotiation, and it turned out to be like an unbelievable lesson. Like, because I didn't study it. Like this is something law school might have taught me if they were being useful. Um, but in negotiations, there are anchored negotiations and unanchored negotiations, which I suppose if you're teaching it, the theory sounds pretty easy. So in anchored negotiations, pretty well, like in a union negotiation, it's, the employer's offering a salary of X and the union's coming in and saying, no, we need Y. And then they will spend anywhere from an hour to 2 months getting to somewhere between X and Y. And because those are anchors. So ultimately, somebody's going to have to give in, or both parties will give in. And then there are unanchored negotiations where you have no idea what the right number is, like not the slightest conception. It could be $2, it could be $2 million. You just don't, you have no idea in the world because there's no precedent for what the right